he's going to talk to me about first quest. Oh yeah, he's the one talking about how you change your arts on the go. So first thing first, after you get back from a quest, always important to dump off your extra stuff. We're going to be holding on to the paintballs, so we can kind of build up a bunch of those. Now, I should know there is a field pouch where things can go, and if you fill the field pouch, it sends it back to your inventory at home. That being said, still want to try to make sure we maintain some good inventory management, so we don't get completely overwhelmed by stuff. Ah, Deputy, I have an assignment for you. See, as a reacher, I specialize in monster data. My reports are part of the monster list, which you find in the 100 notes in the start menu. Monster list displays data on monster names. These data on monster names, types, threat level, and how many you've hunted and captured. It's rather detailed, as it includes my reports on their biology, countermeasures against them. I need you to check these notes and review them closely for accuracy and missing information. For now, I'll set you off with just a few to look at. I'll allow you to check later time. So he gives you more monster info. There's some important stuff to do at the hub. We'll head there later. There's still people to talk to in Verna. Next we have the, this is the male cat, our courier. Those special rewards delivered to you the more hunting you do. They're delivered to me. Don't worry, I'll look after them like my own litter. Oh, no, so he'll have like tickets and rewards waiting for us. Now, we can't. I don't know if we can go to Palico Ranch just yet. I think we can, so we'll head over here. Because there are some key things to do here, like getting our first Palico and all that kind of stuff, so. You can actually use 2 Palicos at a time in this game, so we'll actually be getting probably 2 right now, so we can start getting them both leveled up. There's a pretty reasonable DLC cat that'll be a good starting cat for us as well. We'll want to pick him up. And Salu, I mean, Meowlu, I give up. Welcome to Palico Ranch. We have plenty of plenty of places for your Palicos to keep themselves busy. What? I mean, yeah, like, you know what a Palico is, right? You're kidding me. No, you don't need to explain the basics. They're a helper cat. I got it. If you ever got a problem, you can need to rip on them. You can go talk to him, or go to the start menu. Look at that. Yeah, the Palico Scout. So she actually shows up in different. She'll show up here. There are other Palico Scouts in other cities, where you can get new Palicos by searching for stuff. Our first one we get to make and actually search based on their appearance. And the next one we're gonna grab from the list of solid starter DLC cats. You know, this cat is not the only thing that makes it like even remotely worth using is it has Demon Horn, so we'll get some early access to some extra damage, which will make our earlier stuff a little bit easier. Definitely Calico. Eyes are scarred because he's a veteran. Normal ears are what we're gonna go with. Yeah. Tail is gonna be bushy. We are fluffy boys. Yep. Low voices all around. Find me a cat. We'll not do it. Next we'll be back in the cinch. Alright, to the furry ear-ins. Hope you do your best with your friends. His name is Patricia, but that is not going to be the name. No, that's space. That's not delete. This shall be our greatest of friends, our ally through all of Monster Hunter World. This will be Floof. Floof Origins. So another thing too, this game also has a thing called Prowler Mode, which lets you play as a Palico. That is an available option on the weapon system. I have no idea how it works though, because I've never played Prowler Mode. Even in the base generations that I put a couple hundred hours into, I have no clue. We're going to hire a special Palico. We're going to hire Ranger 2. Ranger 2 is solid for what for the point you can get him at in the game. We're going to select our Palicos. Palico 1, Floof. Palico 2, Ranger 2. We can't rename Ranger 2, unfortunately. but we are going to try to set some skills. Support moves. Throw the herb horn on you, as well as mini barrel. Actually, you can get regular barrel bombay, can't you? Yeah, mini barrel bombay. Then you are going to get the herb horn as well. Blow different horns. Now, cats have these. They have points they can use on there. But you have a limited amount of those. So you'll notice that. So try to find out where it is. It's very hard to see because these are all locked right now. So, see, support gauge. They have 3 total points. Right now, only 2 of them are spent. This is just Palico Rally. And so once we kind of like fail on Comet, Soothing Roll, those will take up slots as well. And they gain more as they level up. So you get more powerful abilities. For now, these will be good. We'll be all set. Equipment sets, we do actually want to equip them with some gear. They have available armor. Acorn Mail, and you're going to use Burna set. We'll put Ranger 2 with the Burna staff, so we have 1 cutting and 1 impact cat. So they're all ready to go. We can head back out and continue on. Call it now. And for those of you watching YouTube, that's the end of the first episode. Catch you guys later. We've been a little bit long, so and those on Twitch, we're gonna continue on. Peace. And now we continue. So those of you watching YouTube, welcome back to episode 2. A lot of general purpose stuff early on. So we are actually going to go in and knock out. I do need to do Fungal Hunt. We're gonna go do some hunting quests. Ideally, we want to get to Great Macau relatively quickly. Meal, this Hollister and Booster. We can spend money because we have shitloads. Watch the first time too. So this area is kind of cool because it's all fun too. It's covered in cheese. These huge items covered in cheese. Boom. Items, we ate our food, let's go. Got some Macau hunting to do. You ever seen a Macau? You know, big tail, green, bad attitude, totally rude. Seems like Alpha has skedaddled off somewhere. Now's a great time to wipe out them pesky pests. Stock on these paintballs, we will need them later. Now we can craft them with paint berries, but I am hella lazy, so we are not going to do that unless we absolutely have to. So fast we're gonna get to Area 5. That's where they generally will spawn. Them at 5 and 7. So we'll kind of like alternate between the two to play it quickly. Oh, they also spawn here. I forgot about this. They have a ton of them here. Nice thing is you can actually like go into that dodge like right off the, or the Valor dodge like right off the bat, right from any attack. Almost to Valor mode too, and that gives us a pretty big damage boost too. Ooh. The only downside of Valor mode is it takes forever to sheath your weapon, even with things that should be sheathing relatively quickly. Those are all dead. Nice. Okay, we'll get these carved. Lots of bird liver and fangs, which is a little unfortunate. Macau parts are reasonably useful. They give like the armor itself gives vaulting and stuff like that. Hey man, I wasn't lying about that. That's a real thing. Also, thank you for the follow, Zaldin. I didn't get a chance to thank you when you followed off stream yesterday or day before yesterday, whenever that was. We we did end up with a third. If you don't know if you saw on Twitter, we did end up with a three-way tie for weapons. So at Kino's suggestion, I got to pick. We literally could just stay in this area and finish off this quest. They spawn super fast here. Hello? There we go. Hello, please. Give me this. There we go. As I whiff all of my stuff. What am I doing? What am I doing with my life? And yeah, it is a huge change from World. There's just so much different with the game that, and it, like, even from looks, and the game for when it came out and for the system it came out on, this game looks great. This is an HD remaster technically of the 3DS game that was released for Switch, and it looks good. And it's just like, man, they did a great job for what they had to work with. At the same time, like, it's so different than World. The quality of life alone. Yeah, and we actually were just talking about that. You can play as the Palico, which is... I'd like to see that back in World. I think that'd be very fun to see come up in World, have that, or the Prowler Mode. I just don't know how they would balance it. Because it was in base generations, and or cross in Japanese, Prowler Mode was insanely overpowered. Like, it was ridiculous. Like, it was... and you said to yourself, it was monstrously OP. Like, there was no reason... Like, and I didn't play Prowler Mode, but it was so strong that, like, there was almost no reason not to play Prowler Mode. If I remember correctly, most of the speed runs for base generations were done in Prowler Mode because it did so much damage. Some rather insane stuff, and honestly, with the introduction of Valor Mode and stuff like that, it really opened up more options. This was also the birthplace, or Generations baseline was the birthplace of Aerial Greatsword, which was pretty popular as a speedrunning tactic in base World, although you had to set it up a lot differently. Right. Oh, Hunter, you seem to be doing well in your quests. By the way, the Meowstress has been looking for you. I give her her message, her message myself, but I've forgotten the rhyme. You can find her at the Palico Ranch at the end of the path to the right of the village. Meowstress is a Wyverian who scouts Palicos, felines who accompany hunters on hunts. She can tell you everything you need to know about Palicos. Now, don't keep her waiting too long, Hunter. Dude, can you see the two cats following me around? I know about Palicos. My dude, I know. Yeah, Air Greatsword was my weapon I mained through most of Generations. It's been a very long time though, so. We have now, because we completed some stuff, we have now unlocked the training area. So we actually, this dojo allows us to teach our cats new skills by getting books and things, which I don't actually remember where we get those books, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. No Hunter, later should have been Yallow. Anyway, Palico Dojo, yeah, I know, blah, blah, blah. So basically we can... So ideally, if I remember correctly, you want to have like 4 or 5 Palicos in this game, because it allows you to keep some training and keeping them all powerful. Yeah, that's the big thing for Palico, for the not Palico mode, what is it called? Prowler Mode. I may actually look into doing that, getting it ready. Oh, as a side note, since you were talking about the channel points to change weapons, I am gonna be banning ranged weapons entirely from that list until we hit G rank. Mostly because I use ranged weapons so much in Monster Hunter World that I kind of want to play something different. So we'll be holding off on things like bow and light bowgun and heavy bowgun, but all the melee weapons are good. Prowler Mode is also available, but it gets limited use. I think we're gonna keep to what the actual channel points thing says, and with it being a single quest, because of all the work that goes into getting it done. But as if I get a Prowler up and going, we'll keep that as a little more available. Right. I was debating putting up an option to change styles on a whim with channel points, but I think that's a terrible plan, considering that alchemy style exists. All right. So what has just happened since we were talking here? The Meowstress has given us an optional quest that is going to give us some reputation for Berna. As you complete reputation, it actually unlocks some things that allow you to kind of move, like to unlock new quests and things, just specific to Berna. Now, she's going to have us kill Jaggies in the Jurassic Frontier. And I don't think this is actually a required quest, which let me go ahead and pull that up. I actually have a list of required quests, so we can keep this relatively smooth. It is required, actually. We do have to complete it to move on. So we will actually go ahead and knock that out now. Now, get ahead of myself with that. That's fine. The weirdest thing to get used to in this game is hunting. Yeah, the Dreadling Rothlos. That's Rothlos, right? Dreadflame or what it was called. So there are specialty monsters in this game. For anyone who's not aware, they are very, very powerful. What's the word for them, Zaldin? I don't actually remember the name of the monsters. I keep wanting to say variants. They are technically variants of the monsters, but they're kind of in the vein of Scarred Gruger. They've been around for a very long time. And they've just gotten very, very powerful as a result. They actually create specific armors in this that are, unless things have changed in Generations Ultimate, they actually were the best in slot for a lot of weapons. I know the Glavenus one, Deviants, there we go, thank you. The Glavenus one was, the Hellblade Glavenus was really powerful for melee weapons. I don't know if things have changed since I last played, which they probably have, so we'll kind of roll through and we may do some research off screen or off camera to check in on that. He's talking about upgrading my gear. Kind of want to upgrade this again, but I need shiny beetles. Alright, let's see where we get shiny beetles from. Kiriniko's our friend. A lot of these are 3-star quests. Oh wait, hang on, there's some 2-star ones. Okay, they're in the dunes. Okay. We'll get to those sooner rather than later. Yeah, Grimclaw and Silverwind were really good. Aren't really set bonuses in this, so like it's just getting the skill. I guess maybe did they have set bonuses on those sets? It's been so long since I played Generations that I don't even remember like what all is in it anymore. Yeah, so they were really good. They give you reasons to actually use full sets. While I'm at it, let me go ahead and we will dump our extra stuff here. Oh, that does remind me, I need to check on that other longsword. Forge weapon, longsword, there we go, the plume sword. Oh, we can go ahead and we can already make it, nice. This is gonna have a little less attack, but it's got green sharpness, which is what I'm actually worried about here. Now, then we're gonna go ahead and upgrade that. We can't. Okay, we need Great Macau stuff to upgrade it. Now to get some. This is green sharpness, which the damage multiplier from yellow to green is enough that it will give actually more damage than our base. Something you also notice that every weapon seems to have the same attack stat, regardless of what weapon type it is. It's because we don't have bloat values in this game, which makes stuff way easier to tell which weapons are actually better than others. It is really nice to be able to like compare 2 different weapon types and be like, this weapon has, it'd be like the same general number. I have to not have to do like reasonably annoying math equations just to find out which weapons are better than the other ones. That's like the dream there. I can compare a light bowgun and a heavy bowgun and actually see which one is better without doing math. Okay, no Jaggy boys here in the Laranoth area, so we'll head over to area 5 and then down to 8. I know there are some in 8. And summon 7 as well, I believe. Question mark, possibly. Heck, I don't know. I know nothing, Jon Snow. She's completing heavy bowgun armor, yeah. At some point, we'll get the ranged weapons going and can actually like get good stuff and be able to use reasonable ranged weapons, but. So I will note, Burna armor, very, very good early game, because it has Divine Blessing by default. So we may actually just upgrade this gear to keep us a little bit tankier, since the early armor sets aren't really that good. I need to see if the Duramboros light bowgun still fires spread 3 at recoil 1. I have fond memories of Portable Third, playing that, running a Heroics set with like Ukanlos and Duramboros gear. Like the Duramboros was the weapon. The light bowgun had recoil 1 on spread 3s on a light bowgun, and so you'd run it with Heroics and get like stupid times on certain monsters. A sweep. Go. I forgot you can actually go into the spirit combo from that, can't you? Give me jaggy stuff. Yeah, like I've not actually. The thing is, like I didn't use range weapons enough to really look at the hunter arts and stuff. So like I actually have no idea what range weapons are really good in this game. And admittedly, range weapons have always been really good in Monster Hunter. So for those of you watching on YouTube, Zelda Naseta, it's crazy how effective range weapons are in this game, and they're not wrong. Like they're really powerful, and they're powerful in a lot of Monster Hunter games. The downside is you take more damage generally from getting hit, but that's the price you pay for being a god. There's a reason I use exclusively light and heavy bowgun in Monster Hunter World. They are very, very powerful. And they're fantastic options for a lot of different reasons. I cannot hit to save my life. I'll be so happy we get to fight big monsters, like, because I can't... Yeah, your one Achilles heel is getting hit. Like, oh man, whatever am I going to do? I got hit. My one weakness. But like, there's a lot of weapon type, like... Is Dragon still super OP in this game? Again, I know it was really strong in like 4 Ultimate and Tri-Ultimate, but I don't know if it's like... I can't remember if they nerfed it for Generations or if they nerfed it for World. Dragon ammo used to be like, outside of like memes, it used to be like really, really good. It's good now in a meme context or Iceborne, because you can use it on monsters like Diablos and Savage Devil Joe and just delete them with 500 damage per shot Dragon shots. But like it used to be like actually really strong. What do we need to kill? 3. So all 3 of them here and we're done. Cool. Easy peasy. Didn't even get Valor mode. At some point I'll actually show off a Valor dodge, and that requires these things to actually fight me first. I actually fight how I want to fight. Again, you can't stab from an uppercut. Hey, Flyer, thanks for hanging out. It's going pretty good. We're just, oh yeah, in World, it's explosive rounds for sure. Stickies and shots are stupid good. If you're on PC, it's spread. Monster Hunter General has been going pretty good. We're doing some of the early quests right now, just kind of knocking them out. But that's how you play. I think that's how you play the game, so we kind of have to. Just clapping some boys as we try to get gear. Something that I've talked about a little bit in the first episode, or then earlier in the stream for those watching live, is the DLC item packs for this game. Like in World, it's kind of different because you kind of got the items they gave out over a period of time, so it was never like a huge amount of stuff. In this, you can just get them all at once. And they give you, like, 15 million zenny worth of sellable items and stuff. Like, I'm never gonna be able to use as much money. Like, it's the start of the game, and I have 3 million zenny. Generous is like is an understatement for sure. Like, it's just so much, and I'm certain somebody's gonna like go into an episode on YouTube for the series when it hits YouTube finally, and be like, and see like a quest reward thing, like having not watched previous parts of the series, and be like, oh, you're not that far. How did you get 3 million zenny? Did you cheat? And be like, no, I just used the DLC stuff that they gave out for free. It's not pay to win, I promise. We have enough armor spheres that I'm actually tempted to, like, upgrade the Burna set and just have it be our, like, reasonable carry set until, like, we get to something better. Oh, we need Burna tickets to get it more, okay. That makes sense. We'll do a couple upgrades though. We have a lot. We have like 100 and something regular armor spheres, so. Oh, that's our weapon. Yeah. So we'll get it up to 4. That gets us 20 armor instead of 5, so. That'll work. That'll do. Alright. We need to talk to her, I believe, to get the quest completion, because there are like. So we've done her quest, then we have to go complete her side quest thing here. Alright, oh Hunter, terrific, you're back safe and sound. And you pounded this junkie right into the ground. I'm sure they're coming to Burna was fateful. You saved the poor felines. We're all so grateful. She just rhymed. Oh, I see, that's why you said he forgot the rhyme, because she rhymes everything she says. As thanks, I do hope you'll take a reward of a few things I'd like to accord. First, as a treat, a sweet batch of honey, and academy points, which are sort of like money. You can spend them at things at the Bistro Trader. If you ever run out, you'll just get some more later. Thanks again, Hunter. We're deep in your debt. I'm sure that we'll see you a lot more of you yet. Cool. So that gave us some Burna contribution points, which is really the reason we did it. That and it's required. So now we gotta go gather some mushrooms, and then I believe we're on to. Yeah, we're on to Great Macau, which will allow us to upgrade our longsword and roll from there. Right. That's our fungal hunt. Oh yeah, there's some really cool DLC armors. They're from the event quest they put out. I actually need to eat for this. Oh, I do want dumb items though. I know that there is a Legend of Zelda armor in this. There's Monster Hunter Stories armors for both you and your Palico, which I can show a few of those off right now. Because they got the rewards and things. We can actually show off. You have like the Baby Tiga hat and the Baby Tiga body. Oh, hang on. And then you've got the Navarro full makeover. Or the high rank one. Scraps. Okay. There's so many cool like event sets. Now a lot of them aren't particularly good, but they're so much fun. Like this Monster Hunter is known for doing just ridiculous collabs with all sorts of cool stuff. Back in Portable Third, they did one with Metal Gear Solid, one of the Metal Gear Solid games that came out on PS1 or PSP, I mean. And so they, you could, if you were a guy, you could be Solid Snake. If you were, you could be Big Boss, and if you were, actually, I guess technically it was Big Boss as the female character. Because it's old Big Boss, not the previous Snake Big Boss. We need to go into the under areas to go get mushrooms. But it was really cool because it changed all of your audio stuff. Monster Generations is your first Monster Hunter game, Flyer. Oh man. This is a game that I almost wonder what it would have been like to play it as a first Monster Hunter, because it's like Monster Hunter Generations was very much a throwback to old Monster Hunter fans, because you have literally every town from all the portable games, as well as Kokoto, which is from the portable games, and it's also from Monster Hunter, the first game. And so, like, I think any of the abyssal shrooms I needed, I did not. Just in case. So you have like all of this stuff that's like very nostalgic for players like me who've played 90% of the Monster Hunter games. And then, to see it from a new player perspective would probably be really, really cool. Because the game is, even Generations Ultimate and Generations are so different. Those also are what I need. I need abyssal mushrooms. But they're like so different from the way Monster Hunter was in the very beginning. And it's honestly one of the reasons where I'm like, people like give World like a bunch of crap. Oh yeah, man, the new 3DS XL Monster Hunter Edition was such a cool like 3DS. I just rolled my standard 3DS. I think I had an XL. I don't even remember. It's sitting in a box somewhere. Okay, there are felines in here. Or sorry, Melings is in here, so we'll have to kick their asses. It was 100% worth the purchase, I imagine. Like, I kind of wanted it, but I was like, this is a lot of money to spend. I just couldn't, like, bring myself to spend that kind of money on it. Okay, they're all done. That's one of the things that, like, I kind of wish I would do at some point, is get a console that's Monster Hunter themed. I've been a part of this community for a very, very, very long time. Like, I started with Monster Hunter 1 on PS2, and I've been playing the franchise ever since. But it's just so I've just, like, been here. Like, it's just, like, there's just, like, how do I even put it? Like, I've seen the way the franchise has changed over the years. I remember seeing the Monster Hunter 4 trailer, like the initial like concept test for it, and being like, "This isn't Monster Hunter. This is too actiony. This is bullshit. How could you, like, why would you ruin our favorite franchise?" And then and my buddy just turned to me like, "Dude, just give it a shot. Like, it's probably pretty cool." And the more I watched it, the more I like took a look at it. Like, I realized that it was actually going to be really cool, and it kind of is what moved the game into this more action-oriented style, and it fits it so well. I need one more abyssal mushroom, son of a taint. Admittedly, like, it's kind of weird too, because like I was one of the people who was like, just get, like, underwater combat sounds like it could be pretty cool, just give it a chance, and it ended up like actually sucking really bad. And then you have all these other people who are. And then I like basically became one of those people like when they did action-based combat, or more action-based combat with like jumping off of ledges and stuff like that. And man, like I really like the way they did World. So people give World shit all the time, but World is a great game. It is one of those games. It's the game where like if I had to introduce a person to the franchise, I would say start with World, and then go play 4 Ultimate. And if you enjoy World and want to see what the rest of the games are like, go play 4 Ultimate, and then from there come play Generations Ultimate. Like, that's the order you should play them in, and then you can go back into Tri or the portables and stuff like that, and kind of see what it used to be like a long time ago. Heck, I was playing Tri online a decade ago, which feels really weird to say, and I feel super old saying it. But man, like a decade ago, I was playing Monster Hunter Tri online in my college dorm room with an Ethernet adapter plugged into my my Nintendo Wii, so I could play it online. man, it was just... I don't know. It was such a weird... Or it feels really weird having been part of a community for that long. I know other people out in the internet have had that kind of experience, like not just with Monster Hunter, but like some people have played WoW for 14 plus years. Some people, like, heck, I played WoW for like 8 or 9. Yeah, I went quite long. It's probably closer to that. Probably close to that now, 6 or 7 at least. But like, I've been playing Monster Hunter for 14 years. Yeah, that was like the one thing about World that like I wasn't super excited about, is like the variety of monsters. Weren't particularly like, there were so few monsters in World compared to this game, but this game also has significantly more monsters in it than your standard Monster Hunter game, because of the way it was set up, and because it was trying to like be a throwback to these other games. So you get like a lot of like stuff like that, where it's like, I can understand why World had less monsters. Also, it's a lot more work to do a model of that high of a quality comparatively. Okay, talk to you. Oh, there you are, Deputy. I have some new reports for you to review. There, I've added the monster list to your hunter's notes at the side menu. Just you've been making yourself extensive observational notes. I'll have new reports for you soon. Right. Got our first urgent quest, which is the Great Macau, which we can actually do a hunt of the day. Is this the vaulting? Oh, cool. So we can do this as a hunt of the day and get bonus rewards, which is actually really solid. So, it's just, she says something about getting good there. Darn. That's a lot of stamina, actually. I guess we'll take Moxie in case I get overzealous and try to die. I really should upgrade my gear. Like, I like the Burna set for Divine Blessing, but... forge armor. Can I forge? Actually, oh, I can buy it. Can I buy? I cannot. Okay, I gotta beat this thing before I can buy better armor. Never mind. Oh no, Flyer has discovered the weapon thing, or the weapon command. I sense we'll quickly not be using longsword anymore. Oh, thank goodness, you need 1,000 more points. So far, no one has figured out you can subscribe to earn extra channel points so you can change my weapon more often. Hopefully they don't discover that. Or that they can do it for free using Twitch Prime. Hashtag, I guess technically an ad? Alright, first large monster of the game. We got both our Palicos going with their bombs, as well as our Demon Horn buddy. Now, the only downside of Palicos having the horns is you can't actually use them to get them to buff you. Really. He wants a tough life. Oh god. I need to update that command though, because I explained it to Zaldin earlier, but I'm banning ranged weapons until we get to master rank. Ideally, we need to use our Valor dodge here. There we go. That'll give us some more. Oh, I should have done that and then like ran to the side. I didn't realize he was going for the double. We're already down to yellow. Okay, there's Valor Mode. terrible move. Oh, that was so bad. Sorry, not Master Rank. G, you know what I mean. It's G rank. I didn't have enough. Crap. I mean, Master Rank is literally just the new word for G rank. It's still the same thing. Oh, crap. I need to be a little bit careful here. Get a little bit low on health, but this is what max potions are for. And we'll Sakura Slash here. That flinch. Just gotta get the clagger going on. Because that's totally going to happen. Okay. I really gotta play this better. I was countering really efficiently earlier. I did some practice runs earlier today. Kind of like another character, so I was countering really well and getting better at Valor Longsword. Of course. Come on. The 5 Ds of dodgeball. Sharpen. Watch these pro sharpening strats. Cat's killed the 5th Macao, so we'll be able to get our subquest done. Okay, that's better. Now we won't bounce. Oh, there is a watch streak. Oh no! Well, it was nice playing Valor Longsword while it lasted. Well, I mean, this stream's gonna. I'm not doing the standard like 2-hour long stream this time. I'm doing it. It's gonna be lasting a little bit longer. So we'll actually probably. You may actually be able to get enough this stream. There we go. Using the Valor dodge a little bit better. Come back here, you ass. No one told you could run. Look at this dude thinking he could run away. Oh, he's hungry. Yeah, no. Oh, hey. Oh, no! Why did I turn? I was facing the right direction. What the hell? This is some bullshit. Feels bad, man. Feels so bad. Just getting the face palms in the chat as I whiff the Sakura Slash. That is some solid Galaxy Brain level plays. I need to move him away so I can actually get carves. Yeah, come here. Come into the room. You can actually knock monsters into an area where you can't actually hit them to or carve them, I mean. So yeah, we need to debate him over here. Oh, I'm so bad at this counter. Look at this, I just keep getting hit. Okay, I'll take the rocket launch of him off in the air. That seems good. There we go. Get wrecked. Yes, I know the one getting wrecked is me, but no one has to say that out loud. Okay, I need hide. Let's go. That's not hide. That is definitely not hide. It's not even great Macau stuff. Give hide? That's not hide either. Well, that's it. That's a good place to stop episode 2. So if you're watching on YouTube, we'll catch you next time. This is Gravion signing out there. If you're watching on Twitch, let's go! Continuing on. It's going to be so much fun to go through and edit and upload to YouTube. Holy crap. The 5 viewers. Thanks you guys for hanging out tonight. It's super fun to be able to play Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. I've not played this game. I've not played Monster Hunter aside from World and Ice War, and it's so long. It does feel good to play a game like that's kind of old school Monster Hunter again, even though this is still very, very close to new school Monster Hunter. I gotta hide, but I need like 2 more. It's crest. We got another one. From our sub quests and our daily hunt bonuses. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Oh man, got our new longest one. Hey, Hunter. Flufin Ranger 2 on level 4. I got some sugar rice added ingredients as well as burner greens and ancient sea bream. They learned the health horn, which is good. That's a better healing for us, so we can be hella aggressive. Welcome back, Hunter. I am relieved to see you safe and sound. Magnificent work hunting the Great Macau. Now the survey team may continue their work unobstructed, thanks to you. I know my voice has been changing over the last several times you talked to me, but that's okay. So you'll get used to it after a while. You've proven yourself worthy of being called a Academy Hunter. I'm sure the chief researcher agrees. Great work, Deputy. You certainly went out and proved brains over brawn. By the way, I've just finished all your paperwork. You're officially my new assistant. Congratulations. We can worry about the handling fees and paperwork later. Welcome aboard, Deputy. Welcome aboard. I'm sure he only misspoke calling you his assistant. At any rate, your work at the White Academy, will be vital. You'll find 2 star quests now available to you. I believe the Burner Gal can give you more detailed information. I've also made preparations for you to have you conduct survey work in other villages. Kokado, Poke, and Yukumo. Perhaps you've heard of them? Anyway, each of the chiefs will be expecting you. Those other villages are... Oh, that's not the right voice. Those other villages are in great need of your help. Luckily, we've already gotten you permission for you to use the airship. It will fly you to other villages in a flash. See the flight attendant for more information. I also have something for you. A charm. Like Chalismans, thank you for the Bishop Charm. Charm is actually like gathering, which is a bit strange. Oh, I can't do it here. Do it in the house. Oh, this is gonna give us an optional quest. She's gonna tell us to go and kill Macau. So Flyer is asking, he's not played any 3rd gen Monster Hunter games. Which one do you recommend? So I really like Portable 3rd. Now, the downside of Portable 3rd is that, 1, it's only available on PSP, and 2, if you want to play in English, you have to play it with a patch. I actually played the whole game in Japanese. It was that good. I really like Portable 3rd. It plays a lot like this game, except it's not nearly as, it's not as much, it's not, like, as action-y. I personally think it's better than 3 Ultimate. It's just, there's so many good monsters to hunt there. It's such a good game overall. It's super fun, and it's just like I don't have anything else I can really say about it. It's like I have so many fond memories of playing that game that I cannot recommend it enough. If you are okay playing it in another language or taking the time to really get into the game or to get the translation patch going, it's 100% worth playing. I'm actually gonna, real quick, I'm gonna go ahead and buy some Hunter's armor here. That's actually, sorry, that's not the right one. Or maybe I can't buy it yet. Oh, never mind, yeah I can, I'm stupid. I need Hunter's helm. I should use it now, but I'm dumb. Why that isn't the default, I don't know. Gosh dang it. Yes, equip. I think I'm pretty sure I just bought 2 of those. Son of a... I did, I bought 2 of those. Luckily I've got 3 million zenny. So it doesn't matter. I know you can now do up. You're gonna tell me about upgrading stuff, armor spheres. Actually, I do want to do that. We're actually gonna go ahead and upgrade. Nice, still upgrade too. No. Here it is. There we go. Yeah, that'll work. We'll use these. I have a shitload of them. Excuse me. So it needs advanced armor spheres. So they give you so many armor spheres, they don't give you advanced ones. You can't just like upgrade your stuff to max level early on. Oh man, we dropped below 3 million zenny. What are we gonna do? Okay, so that's a pretty solid set. It's gonna give us outdoorsman, gives us speed setup, which is okay. It's not great. We're also gonna get something else from putting on the helmet. Oh, we did put it on the helmet. Never mind, we had to put it on the charm for the gathering +1. And I hope you enjoy it, Flyer. It's a great game. It's so much fun. Talk about. Oh, I can use the dojo in here. Manage equipment, select equipment, Bishop Char. So you'll notice here, if you've played World and nothing else, armor skills are very different in this. So you'll notice it says gathering +10. So that's not 10 points of usable gathering there. That gives us gathering +1. And so you actually have to have 10 points to really get any skills to activate. And there are actually negative skills too. So notice that this has speed setup, because we have 10 points in speed setup across the whole thing, and sort of have Ranger on them as well. We're gonna sell this though, and we're gonna sell the Burna gear, because I don't need that. Keep all of this. Let's go see if we can upgrade our weapon. I don't think we can yet, but we'll give it a shot. This is not where I need to go to upgrade. Upgrade equipment. No, we need 1 more Great Macau hide. We may go do some farming there. Farm another Great Macau to get that hide so we can get an upgrade. This will give us more green sharpness too, which is pretty solid. So let's go to other villages. We can actually do that from here. We have a lot of stuff to talk to right now. So we'll kind of roll. First things first, so let's go ahead and we'll get some new stuff here. Superior rice, burner greens, anything with ancient sea bream, burner greens you can use. Okay, yeah, nothing can be done with those. So we just, right now it's just a lot of like random garbage. Alright, she's gonna tell us we can go to other places, and then we now have 2-star quests available. So line up. End of the day is already complete. So I don't think we can get this again. It's already completed. We do need to do this again though, so we'll do some farming, I think, just to get the weapon upgrade. Now, I should note I'm going heavily into upgrading this longsword with the full knowledge that in not a very long time, Flyer will be changing our weapon. New monster info. Go and eat some dank new stuff. Go.